Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Hey, Sophia, how are you? You good? Good, Claudia. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, that's good. At least something's good, right? That's good. I think everybody needs some positive news. Because right now, the hurricane is 155 miles an hour, Cat 4. It's fucking humongous. And it's right next to Puerto Rico. Yeah, I've been watching the news. If you look behind me, it's like on the weather thing. That thing grew almost double the size like within 24 hours. And they said it would too. Well, it's not supposed to come here until Tuesday, Wednesday, around that time. But it's supposed to be like 120 by the time it gets here, which is not much difference. But from what they say so far, we're not gonna get like direct hit. We're gonna get some wind and rain, but nothing's too serious. So far, that's what they're saying. But I have to be very careful and watch it, every day to see if what's going on. And they're talking about it right now. It said it's near a Cat 5. It actually is a Cat 5 right now. Yeah, see that it strengthened 85 miles an hour in the last 24 hours. That's fucking nuts. I swear, I don't know how the hell that happens, but whatever. That's some crazy whack ass shit. I fucking hate hurricane season. There it is. It's fucking huge. They say it's small, but that don't look small to me. That thing's not even going north, it's going west. St. Martin, Anguilla, those people are on a tropical storm watch. That shit looks like it's going right for it. That's fucking crazy. I feel sorry for them people. I feel sorry for those people, man. All I'm praying for is that shit not to come here, man. I need a break from hurricanes, man. It's only been a year. Like, leave me alone. I really hope God spares us, man. Cause I really ain't got no time for that shit. Fuck. Like, how the fuck is that thing gonna miss? Like, that's insane. Tonight it's supposed to go to 165. And then Sunday morning it's 160, and then it goes to 155. And then Monday it's 140, and it starts to lose strength. The reason why is because of the ocean. The ocean water is very hot right there. Like it went like this. It went like this, then it goes up, and then it came back down, and now it's going straight again. So if that thing keeps going straight, I swear, but I hope not, because those people are gonna get fucked right up. That's a cat. That's a fucking big ass hurricane. That shit will end up destroying those whole islands and everything. No, it ain't. That's why I'm kind of like stressing out over here, and I have no generator part yet. And if that hurricane comes like really close and fucks us up, that means I won't get that part until the following week, and we'll be without electricity. But worst comes to worst, I'll buy a small generator just for now. I can always sell it if I have to. Yeah. It's gonna go near the Bahamas. All that shit. Oh boy. Yeah, the the rain could damage flooding issues, yeah. Landslides. Fuck, man. Right now, I hope those outer bands aren't gonna hurt those people too much, man. Then I went to the city today to go try and get my cable box. I went there at 9 o'clock in the morning, and there was tons of park. And I say, yeah, maybe not too many people's here. I go inside. There's a big TV screen. There was 18 people on the list. And I looked around. I said, there's way more than 18 people in here. I said, oh, well, fuck that cable box. I don't care. Don't make sense getting it anyway, because if we lose power, I won't be able to watch anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm watching Fire Stick. This what I'm watching right now is on my Fire Stick on my Amazon thing. So it's better than cable anyway, but it's just the whole point of like having a backup. Thank God I got this. I wouldn't have nothing to watch. So annoying, man. And it's too early for this bullshit. Today makes a year that we had our last hurricane. A year ago, right now, I was pulling my hair out of my head. We got a lot of rain that year to that last year from that hurricane. It was fucking ridiculous. It's always some fucking bullshit, man. Always some bullshit. Well, one of the weather guys said today that we're very lucky to not get a direct hit in the States and Bermuda. So he's very confident that the models are going to stay the same and we're not going to get hit. I fucking hope he's right. Because the last thing I need is hurricane bullshit. Because this place is going to go crazy. Yeah, she just went into her bed just now. She has no idea, but she hates hurricanes too because she hates everything and she gets panicky and stuff. And she's living the life. She doesn't have to prepare for nothing. All she has to do is go right back in that bed. I wish sometimes my life was like that. Because for me, during a hurricane is very difficult. Very, very difficult. Because I have to go and check my mom's house, make sure they're okay. I have to help them do things there. And then I have to come here. I have to do all this bullshit. I got to do all this bullshit if a hurricane comes here. Sapia, what do you mean from like to here, Bermuda? The closest place to Bermuda is New York. It takes an hour and a half by plane. And Boston. Boston takes an hour and a half. New York takes an hour and a half. Like within 2 hours, the plane will be here. My sister just came back from Boston. It was like an hour and 40 minutes. Let's talk about Bermuda right now. So by next Thursday. Oh, cool, Claudia. Yeah, you guys will like it here. Yeah, it's really nice. It's nice for tourists and people who love. Yeah, of course, of course. And if you need any information, or if you need any information about where you're going, or what's the best places to deal with, or things like that, I can guide you with that. A lot of people come here. Some people that have come in here didn't even know I was from Bermuda, and they said, "Oh, we came to Bermuda a couple years ago on a cruise. You're so lucky to live there." I'm like, "Yeah. Why don't you come here next week when the hurricane's close? You wouldn't want to live here no more. You wouldn't want to come around here or even live here. Fuck that. Especially where I live. I'm over here panicking now. Not panicking, but I'm kind of like, if this thing gets too close, that means on like Monday and Monday night, I'm gonna have to like go on a serious uh, spree of getting things organized. Okay, Sophia. Yeah, right now it's not gonna be a good time because we got a hurricane coming close to us on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's not looking good. So hurricane season here is a pain in the ass, which is this month, September and October. November we pretty much don't have nothing, but the next 3 months, next 2.5 months, it's gonna be annoying because I'm gonna have to watch the weather like every fucking day to see what's going on and where shit's going. But I'm praying that this thing don't come near us, like near enough to destroy shit. Cause I really don't need this shit, man. It's hot as hell here, and if we lose electricity and my generator's not working right now because it got zapped by lightning, a lot of people's generators aren't working. A lot of people are waiting on parts, and if this storm comes close, then the planes can't land. We're not going to be able to get our packages. It's going to be a fucking shit show. I'm really praying that this thing don't come near us. I really am, because it's going to ruin a lot of people's shit. And of course, on Wednesday we had a huge lightning and thunderstorm here that destroyed a lot of shit. 5,000 people were without electricity, and more than 10,000 people are without internet and cable. And the cable company, I went there 3 days in a row, and there's like it's a small store, and it's like an average of 40 to 50 people in there every day. Every day I've gone. This morning I went early, like 9 o'clock. I went when it opened, and it was already 30 people in there. And I was like, oh well. And I'm like, there you go. That's my sign to stay the hell home. And I think maybe tomorrow. See what that says? How Bermuda is built for hurricane resiliency. Excuse me. Bless me. I know Bermuda is built for hurricanes, but still, I don't want it. I don't want no fucking hurricanes. I've been praying to God for the past 2 weeks saying, please just don't bring the hurricanes around here. Because we've had category 4 hurricanes here before. They love to come here to aggravate me. Yeah, I'm optimistic that it's going to pass and it's not going to do anything. Because from what the weather's saying, we're not going to get hit bad. It's just going to pass by and give us a little wind and rain, hopefully. But other people say that it depends on a frontal system coming in. It could push it more towards us. But all the spaghetti models that they show, there's only like 3 lines that go over Bermuda. The rest, like about 50 lines, go the opposite direction. So if more of the lines were closer, I would say, yeah, we're fucked. But it's been pretty consistent, the models. But they've been wrong about this. I mean, they weren't wrong, but they didn't predict it being this intense this fast. Some people said it was, and some people said, nah, it won't be a hurricane until Sunday. Meanwhile, it became a hurricane last night. Well, not more than a hurricane. So the Weather Channel makes you want to panic and shit anyway. But the Bermuda Weather Service is like, they're just saying keep an eye on it. They're not really saying it's a threat because it's nowhere near us right now. Still got a long way to go before it gets here. It's only Saturday, and they said it's supposed to be here like Tuesday, Wednesday. But anything can happen between now and then. because for the past 2 days it said west northwest, and now it's not going north, it's just going west. So that's a problem for the islands. If that thing keeps going west and not north, then it's going to be a problem for those people. It's going to be worse for them, which I hope it doesn't happen. I couldn't imagine being in those islands every year. Hell no, I would not want to live there. That's like Hurricane City. Well, all I can do is pray and prepare. That's all. So hopefully it doesn't come here. But otherwise, that I can't complain. It's life. What I have to do for the next couple of nights at nighttime when it's cooler, I need to pick shit up from around the yard, pack everything away. So if it does come really close, all I gotta do is do a little bit. Sapia, I don't know what you're talking about. Who? Caitlin single? Waiting on you? What do you mean? My dog's over there snoring, enjoying her life on her clean bed. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna stay single for as long as I can. I know, right? It's so annoying. I'm still single, and it's nice being single because my brother and my sister got a divorce in the last couple years. I see how free and how happy they are without someone. I don't really need anybody, and I don't want anybody because then I'm gonna have to go through bullshit too. But I'm always optimistic that things can change. But a lot of people I know are getting a divorce and not getting married, and it's pretty sad. And I know I'm not like everybody else, but at the end of the day, it's nice being single. I don't have nobody to deal with, nobody to aggravate me. When I read people on here every day and I deal with their readings and I see what they go through, and everybody's pretty much in like the same predicament. So a lot of people in here ask me if they're gonna be with somebody, and the answers I never really decent. And most people that come in here are single. I have one person, three people that I know that are married, and their marriage is good. That's only three out of the people that come in here. And then I know people who are in a relationship, maybe another three, and they're okay, but always worrying. And 90% of the people that come in here are single. Single, divorced, aggravated, annoyed. And I would say 50% of the people that are single are happy being single. And the ones that are divorced or widowed or whatever, they're happy being by themselves and having their kids or their life or whatever. So I agree with them. I don't mind being friends with women. I have tons of women friends. I have lots of women friends on here. I have women friends here in Bermuda, people that I speak to and I'm cool with. My sister's pretty much my best friend, that I can only depend on her and anybody, nobody else, and vice versa. I have my nephews, I have my dog, I have my business, I have my life, my apartment. Everything's cool. I don't want nobody to fuck that up. And I would say last year, I'd say the last 2 years. Actually, no. Let me see. What's the 2025? So yeah, in 2022, 2021, 2022, I was pretty cool with this girl here that lives in my neighborhood. We started to get pretty close. And she was somebody that I didn't really, I mean, she's attractive, but she weren't really my type. And it was way out of my league and my zone, but it was kind of working at some point where we were like cool and stuff and we were talking a lot. And then all of a sudden, poof, she showed me her true colors. And I was like, well, there you go. Even if I went out of my comfort zone, it didn't even make a difference. And that's how I feel sometimes. Like people say, oh, you gotta go after somebody you don't really, go after or come out of your comfort zone. All those bullshit things people say, I've done it. I've done everything. I went out of my comfort zone, went after somebody I don't really, wouldn't really date. And I said, let me just try, see what happens. It was good it was good on and off for like maybe a couple months. We were starting to get, closer and closer. And then when we got a little bit too close, that was it. She ran away. And I was like, oh, well. Then she started acting weirder and weirder. And I was like, well, bye. And when I stopped speaking to her for a little while, she tried to get my attention more. And I'm like, this is so dumb. This is not even how life should be. And that's why I get so discouraged with people when it's friendships, relationships, whatever. People are just so weird. They preach they want things, and then when they get it, they don't know what to do with it. It's like they're on the verge of getting what they want, and they're like, nah, I don't want it now. I'm good. I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna lie, or I'm gonna do something to get the person away from me because I can't handle this. It's funny as shit. I find it funny, even though some people will drive me nuts. But I had enough. I've done everything I possibly can to create a chance or create something, but I gave up. I said, fuck this, I ain't got no time for this shit. I love being by myself. It's so nice. I don't have nobody to deal with. And I guess I feel that way because in my younger days, I started very early dating in my life. I was in school. In elementary school, I had a girlfriend, and in high school, I had a girlfriend, and after school, I had girlfriends right up until maybe the age of 40. But the last 8 years, I've been like, fuck these people. Since I went 40, I'm 48 now. Since I went 40, I kind of like said, fuck this. But like I said, 3 years ago, I tried again, and it still didn't work. So I'm like, well, that spirit telling me don't try, just leave it alone and enjoy your life. And that's what I do. I'm good. I'm the type of person, I don't need a woman in my life. I want one. Yeah, I agree. But like for instance, the person I'm talking about, it went so well in the beginning. It actually felt like it was gonna work. And I was like, well, I mean, this person is not really my type, and they're a bit younger than me, but I said, this person's got it going on. They got a good job, a good life. They look good. They're younger. They really about that life. And then all of a sudden, like I'm like, what the hell just happened? She did some stupid shit, and I was like, well, I can't deal with a person like this. I'm like, hell no. So you really don't know somebody until you get to know them, and then after you know them for a couple months, they start to crack, and then you see through the cracks, and they end up being a person that you look at them and say, why would you like go so deep in the beginning and make so much effort, and then all of a sudden you say a lie, or you act suspicious, or you do stupid shit, and then you expect me to be like, oh, that's okay if you lied. It's okay if you're being stupid. It's okay to like do shit and just disrespect me. That's fine. So I'm like, no, no, I'm done with that. And then when you stop speaking to them, or you give them like the cold shoulder to say, hey, I didn't like what you did, then they come back twice as hard and try and like be all cool with you like nothing ever happened. I can't take a person like that. People like that are just so stupid. You just like, you look at them and you're like, huh? Like, so you're gonna do some dumb shit and then try to cover it up and be all cool and act like nothing ever happened. And then you're gonna think that I'm gonna forget what you did. Like, no. I'm gonna be like, no thanks. And then she texted me last year around this time when the hurricane was here, and she was like, "Oh, do we have any power left? Any power on yet?" I'm like, "Nope, not yet." I just gave her these quick answers, and then she tried to conversate more, and I'm like, "Don't act like you don't know we ain't got power, woman. Don't try and be my friend now. You already did the dumb shit." So once people lie, once somebody lies and acts stupid and shit, and then they try to come back and realize they were wrong, they want to admit they're wrong, but they'll try and like say shit or do shit to make you seem like you'll erase what they did. Like with me, that shit don't work. You gotta come correct from the very beginning. Just like I did. I came correct from the very beginning. I ain't gotta lie to you. I ain't gotta cover up anything. I'm gonna tell you who I am. Yeah, I'm an open book. What you see is what you get. So if you like that, good. If you don't, then that's your fault. That's your problem. You can go deal with somebody else. So, but some people have this thing where they're like, yeah, I'm gonna lie to the person and I'm gonna treat them weird and I'm gonna do dumb shit to see if they still want me. And if they do, then I know I can get away with more shit and have them pay for me, give me shit, fuck me, and do whatever they want. but I'm gonna make sure I have control by lying to you and treating you like shit so I can see if I can control you. That's how people act. That's how people think. And that's why shit don't work. Because nobody takes that red flag serious. But when you do, that person's state remains out on the side as a red flag where they should be. But if the person really was genuine, they would, come up to you, knock on your door and say, hey, look, I know I fucked up and I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have lied to you. I shouldn't have treated you like that. But, let's start all over. And I promise I won't lie or I won't do shit. But they won't do that because that's too much for them to do. Because if they was like that, they wouldn't have done this shit in the first place. And that's why people say, take those red flags and run with it. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up being in a shitty ass relationship and long term possibility of getting married and divorced and be stuck with child support bills and kids. You know what I mean? That's why people don't understand that it's people gotta like really, really analyze who you deal with. And it could be friends, family, relationships, could be anything. Work colleagues. All this applies to all of them. It's not just love shit, it's everything. So the more you like accept the bad shit from a person, the more you get used to it and you be like, okay, I don't care. I can't find nobody else. At least what they're doing is not that bad. I can handle it. Okay. Well, wait till it gets really bad. What are you gonna do then? You still gonna hang on? You still gonna look like an ass for being there with somebody who don't give a shit about you? And that's why most people in the world right now are single because they had enough. And it's usually people that are my age or a bit younger. Anybody like between 35 and 60, I would give that age range, 35 and 60. I know a lot of single people in that bracket, age bracket. But a lot of people they just like live in this frame of mind where they find the vulnerable people or the people who are begging for a relationship or the person that's firming out the mouth to get attention. That's what's wrong with people. They allow themselves to be the victim of someone else instead of like saying that okay, I've known this person for 3 months now, and they're so nice. I don't feel like they're doing anything bad. And then you get closer, and then they do something stupid in the fourth month of knowing you, and you're like, should I take this as a red flag or let's see how it pans out. Then another month goes by, it's cool and everything's fine. You say, yeah, that mistake or that fuck up or that red flag, I ain't worried about it now. So then the 6 month comes by, and then they lie to you and you catch them in a lie. And then you're like, then you start to question your intuition and you question your thoughts and you question the person that you're dealing with. See, people take a lot of relationships as is and at the time or as they go. But when you start to neglect the red flags, you end up becoming the one that has to always dwell on that red flag because you're not giving any red flags to that person. So you're always conscience free because you're not like that person. But when you have to deal with somebody like that, and then you're desperate and then you start to have sex with the person after 6 7 months or whatever, right? This is just like a thing. So say you start to have sex with the person and then the sex was great and your relationship with that person gets better, and then like on your birthday they give you a card and they take you to dinner and they don't buy you no presents, and you have sex or whatever, and then that's great and you're all happy. And then you're like, fuck, they didn't even buy me a gift. They just took me to dinner and gave me a card and some D. And they're like, okay, cool. I guess this is just gonna way it to be. But if you're the type of person that these are just little stupid things that people think. Like sometimes people will be like, oh well, he didn't get me a cake and he didn't buy me a ring, or he didn't buy me a present, or he didn't get me 5 gifts. So then you start to say to yourself, I don't have the person that I thought I had because you didn't get a certain amount of gifts from the person that apparently loves you. See, then you can become delusional in your own mind, thinking that everything has to go the way you want it, and not just say, okay, I got a card, I had good sex, and he took me to dinner. So I should be happy with that because that's more than what I got from anybody else. Let's just say that's the scenario. And then come their birthday, right? Come their birthday, you end up giving them 3 gifts. You give them some coochie, and you take them to dinner, and you give them a card or whatever. So you did way more than what they've done. See what I'm saying? So right then and there, you've given too much because you didn't get the same. And if you think by doing more you're going to get more, it probably won't work out that way. And if it does, cool. If it doesn't, oh well. And like I tell everybody, a relationship and a friendship and a bond between two people is never going to be perfect. But if you keep the lies out of it, if you keep lies out of it and keep trust in it, then it can survive for a long, long time. But if you have too many expectations of what you want and what you can't have, and what you need and what you want, then you're not going to be in a good relationship because it's all about you, and you don't think about nobody else but yourself. Because you think because you're a woman of a high stature and you're so fine and you got a good body and you're a model, or you're a high caliber woman, you're the queen of pentacles and you have money and you don't need a man but you have one, and you have that mentality all the time, like, oh, if you don't do this for me, then I'm going to go find somebody else. And a man could do the same thing. He'd be like, man, I can get a finer woman than this, I don't need this woman. Like, I can get a better woman, like, fuck this woman, blah blah blah. So the relationships the relationships that you seek and you find and you have always are going to get tested by the stupid mentality that someone has. What I just explained is stupid mentalities that people have, and that's why shit don't work, because they go through life always trying to find a problem with the person. And if you give a lot, then you're going to expect a lot in return. So that's why you should never give. You should always just give what you get, and that's it. Yeah, that's true, Sapia. That happens many times. And that's why I tell a lot of people that a real solid relationship is built over a long period of time. And I don't know how these people can tell somebody you love them within a couple months. Hell no. You must got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna tell you I love you after like 3 months. Love who? You must be crazy. I rather love my dog. See, look, she's snoring like crazy over there. I still love her. I know she loves me. Some people just use those words so lightly. Oh yeah, I love you. Oh, you do you? Yeah. You keep thinking you love me. Show me how you love me, then. Prove you love me, then. And they're like, I don't know what to do. Fuck that. I ain't got no time for that bullshit. I ain't gonna lie. I love being single, and some people will probably say, "Oh, Mark, you're single because this, and this, or why do you think you're single?" I don't give a fuck what you think. Why I'm single? I'm single because I want to be single. I can go to the club tonight and pick up some random hoe and be in a relationship by Tuesday, fuck her by Wednesday, and be married by Christmas. That's what you want me to do? Come on, man. Don't worry about me. Worry about that thing you're with. I would never worry about what somebody says to me. Never ever. Exactly. Hey, Yvette. How you doing, Holly? Exactly. Prove it, show it. Both of you have donated, and Yvette, I got you first, and then Holly. Well, I've had a lot of love at first sight feelings, but that didn't mean anything. It was love at first sight and stupid met smart. That's what it is. Love at first sight is one thing, but when stupid meets smart, that's another. I've had a lot of stupid women in my life, that's for sure. They be saying one thing and doing another. I'm looking for a good man. Oh yeah, Mark, you're so this and so that. Woman, shut the fuck up. You ain't gonna do shit. You be talking like this just to get some D or get some money. I didn't even have my link. Mary could be the woman that I'm gonna be with. You called me Mary twice already. I forgot to put my link up here. My bad. You can super chat or you can PayPal. Either one. Your autocorrect appears on overdrive today. My bad. I didn't put my link up. I was too busy talking about the hurricane and women. The two things that drive me the most crazy. All right, Yvette, you can ask your question when you're ready. People probably hear me talk about relationships and they're like, I hate you, Mark. I really hate you, Mark. You're right, but he's talking about me indirectly. I did that shit. But you know what? I'll try and be smarter now, Marky. I hear you, my brother. Yeah, that's one thing that's good. That's something that I respect in a woman. Like I respect a woman that is independent. I want an independent woman. I don't want a woman that's gonna say, well, you have an apartment, you have a business, so you're the perfect person for me because I want to live off of you. Now, if she acts like that or insinuates that, I don't want her. I want you to say, I want you to show me that you don't even need me, right? Financially or to be any I want us to better ourselves together. I don't need you to give me shit. I have my own shit. And I shouldn't be catering to you either. The only thing we should be doing is working together to love each other and to respect each other and to trust each other. All the finances, material shit, what you do for a living, all that shit's out the window for me. I don't care about that. You can have whatever profession you want. I don't give a shit. But all I'm saying is you if you can love and respect me and be honest with me every single day of your life that you know me, I'm going to do the same. I'm guaranteed to do that because I don't have to lie to you and I won't lie to you because I don't feel like I have to and I don't want to anyway because I don't want to remember lies and lies is going to destroy us. So if you do that shit, I know for sure I won't, but I know for sure that you might. And I'm not trying to like put that on the person, but 9 out of 10 times that's what happens in with me. Is I find a woman, I'll start to talk to her, and then she'll lie to me, and I'm like, why the fuck is this woman lying? You just ruined our whole vibe. You ruined everything for us. Because if you're gonna lie now, you're gonna lie every single time. Because that's who you are. A liar always keeps lying. A person doesn't tell one lie and then that's it. You're gonna keep doing that shit. And that's probably why you're single now, because you've been lying like fucking crazy. It's either that or you're single because you had the opposite happen to you, where you don't want to deal with that shit. You see what I'm saying? That's why I can't deal with that shit. Yeah, fuck that. I don't have to lie. I'm gonna tell you like it is. That's why a lot of women don't like me anyway, because I'm upfront, I'm truthful, and I'm honest, and that's a problem. But if I lie to you and call you a bitch, you'll love me more. That don't make no sense. Okay. Oh, I don't want you then, because I don't want to call you those things and be that way. All right, Yvette, you said, how might my event go at the end of this month? I'm inviting 3 friends and looking forward to all of them being done. Well, as far as like all your friends coming, I don't see that. But the event it could be beneficial to you and you only, because I'm getting like one woman. This is you, Queen of Cups. You like put you dealing with the event and everything being fine. But maybe one out of your 3 friends are going to enjoy themselves and actually come to the event. The other 2 are kind of undecided right now. What I would say, but the event might be very might be a lot of pressure, might be a lot of overburdened feelings, but you'll be able to deal with it if you really focus on your effort towards the actual event and put your all your focus and time into it. I see you're going to be tired and you're going to be putting in a lot of effort, and I feel if you do that, you'll feel the pressure at times, but you'll be able to resolve any issue that you have leading up to it and on the event. But the people that you invite might not come. Like maybe 1 out of the 3 will come, or 2 out of the 3. Maybe not all of them will be like down to go or to help. Even for you, like personally during this event, it could be very strenuous and a lot of pressure, and it could be like a hit or miss. Because I'm getting like there could be things that get in the way or some delays, or it might not go the way you want it to go. Or as you get closer to the event, certain things might go down where you're like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I do or don't. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I don't know if this is gonna happen. This person's gonna come, whatever. So it could be, it's still up in the air, I believe. It's still like the event's still not really set in stone, maybe, or you're still organizing things or still getting to the point to actually make it happen. but the pressure leading up to it could be difficult. But if you yourself, if you say to yourself, okay, like if you were like a horse with blinders, you're only going to see straight. And even if you go like this, you're not seeing behind you, right? So if you keep that mentality, then you'll be fine. Yeah, well, there you go. Then that's why I'm getting what I'm getting. So if you haven't even sent out invites, there's no energy for anybody to say yes or no. That's why I'm getting there's nothing there. But for you personally, if you put in the effort, and the effort is invites. So if you do that, it should be fine. So, like I tell everybody, if you're not putting in the energy to something, then it can't really be read 100% until you put in the energy. So that's probably why I'm getting, if you put in the effort, you'll be fine. But if you don't, then it's not going to end up being that way. But the more effort you put in, the more likely it's going to work out. That's for sure. Holly, you can ask your question when you're ready. And thanks for the donation, guys. If I didn't already say that. I thought it would read like they would be up for it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they will. But if you haven't said anything to them, then how are they gonna like? They could be on vacation. They can have plans already. So the more effort you put in now, the more of a chance that they can, connect with you and come. But for right now, I only see one out of the three being like, okay, sure. And it could be one of your friends that's closest, or whoever it is. They're gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'm down. But the other two are gonna be like, oh, let me see, what date is it, what time is it? Okay, well, I gotta see what happens, or stuff like that. So if you put in the effort, I feel like it'll be a lot different. All right. Holly, you said, can spirit tell me some positive things? All right. So what I'm getting here, Holly, is major effort on your side. You got to put in the effort. If you feel like you need to escape from certain things, then do so. The more perseverance you put in, the more drive you put yourself through, and don't worry about the trouble and adversity that you might receive from others. Obviously, that's, a problem all around, is people in adversity, and what they say and what they do can affect our decisions. Don't rush into any decisions is what I'm getting here. And right now you might not have any present, solutions to any difficult situations that you're in. But don't be too kind to people, and don't exercise your generosity to too many people. Just try and do all that for yourself, you know? Be more generous to yourself, take care of yourself, do what you got to do, you know? And then you also might be frustrated because you can't find love. You're not in a relationship. You would like to be in one. You wish you had a partner. So I see like frustrations. This is all like your emotions and feelings all bottled up here in the reading. So if you want something positive and you want like better things to happen, I got the Chariot card here in the very beginning, and that's the only upright card I have, because this tells me how you feel currently and what you currently think from time to time. You might think of like planning something and doing something, and it doesn't go right. And you're like, fuck it, who cares? I don't give a shit anymore, whatever. And then you kind of give up, or you kind of just go work and just do what you got to do. And then you try to think of another motivational thing to do, and then that doesn't go right. And then you're like, what the hell? Like, what do I have to do to get a boost or to get things better? So the Chariot card to me means that you need to escape that mentality. You need to escape the on the go, fast paced life, doing too much, trying to change your life too fast, trying to get things done right away, knowing that it ain't going to work that way. And then you always think about maybe what how somebody feels or thinks about you, or maybe it's me, I'm the problem. It's not that. It's just that you have to put in major effort, not a little effort, major effort, to go on this voyage and this journey and say, hey, I need to really, really focus on one thing at a time. So what's the thing you want to focus on the most? School. What's the most thing you want? What's the thing you least want to focus on? Maybe love, right? Something like that. So you gotta like choose your and pick your battles. And even though you've had some bad shit happen and you had bad people in your life, in the last couple years, try not to think of a vengeful thought. Don't think vengeful about them. Don't like dwell on their karma, things like that. Like don't have a conflicting like thought. Try to like totally focus on what you want and what's best for you. And then that's when the good positive things will enter. Because right now, the only positive thing that spirit says is your effort is going to be positive. Your effort needs to be positive. Your effort needs, in order for your near future to be good, you've got to put in the time and the effort. And you might feel like you do. You might feel like sometimes you do and you don't get what you want, but that's the challenge of effort. Effort has to be done every single day. So the more effort you put in, the more things are going to get done. And sometimes the energy is like blah, where you're like, you know what, I really don't feel like doing this shit and I really don't fucking care. And you know what, I'm going to sleep. Or you know what, I don't really feel like it today, man. This is some bullshit. And I feel like that too every day. That's why I'm on here more now, because I'm not going to go out in that hot sun and destroy my body some more and do shit that I can't do anymore because of my age. And I cut the grass here yesterday, and I have to take breaks now, whereas before I was a beast. I would cut the grass and do all this shit, and I'd be out there like going crazy. And right up until like a couple years ago, the last 3 years, my body's deteriorated. And everybody said once you reach like 40, 45, now I'm 48, yo, your body starts to say, yo, what the hell are you doing? And I feel like that now. And everybody used to tell me that. And see, that's the thing. My body's been through the ringer. I've like done a lot of hard work in my life. And now I had to really control my mind and my body now and have to say, hey, look, you need to just like you need to understand you can't do this shit like you used to. So you need to take your time. And that's what I do now. So when I cut the grass and I do strenuous type of work, I do a little bit at a time. I take a break, sip some water, look at my phone. Then when I feel a little, feel more a little better, I'll get back up, do a little bit more work. When I get tired, I'll sit back down, relax for a bit. Because if I keep going, I'm gonna die faster or be in pain longer. So that's what I do now. I pace myself. I put in the effort, but I can't do too much. And I think that all of us that are the same age need to do the same thing. Even if you don't work hard, your mind could be mentally drained all day from thinking about how to change your life. I mean, mentally is worse than physically sometimes. And that's like me. I said, you know what? The old me would have cut my grass and my mom's grass all in one day so I can get rid of everything because I'm motivated to do it. So then I said, you know what? Last night I cut my grass, and then tonight I'm going to go cut my mom and dad's grass when there's no sun and it's cooler, and I'm not going to kill myself. And I just said, I just have to take an hour and a half out of my night, my evening tonight, and I'm going to go down there and I'm going to do it and get it over and done with. And that way, I'm good. See, I can go ahead and pay somebody to do it, but I don't want to because then it's going to make me feel lazy. It's going to make me feel like I'm not doing anything constructive. And I want to like be active still. I don't want to just sit here and do nothing all day. because then that's gonna make me feel like I'm useless. And I'm still young, so I don't consider myself old, but my body is feeling its blows for sure. You know, I like to be very active, believe it or not. And anybody who knows me and knows me from here, I'm always working. And I even show all my projects online and shit, and on Instagram and stuff and all over. And I show people here what I'm doing. Like I'm not some lazy bum that don't want to work. You know, I love working. I love building shit and making shit and doing things. But this past couple months, you know, I've been really like on the DL on the down low. Like I'm just feeling like kind of like I have to hold myself down and say, look, don't do that shit right now. Do it later. Relax now. Wait till it's not that hot. When you see the clouds coming and you got a break in the weather, go out there and do it then so you're not getting a beat down by 90-degree temperatures. Like right now, I hear my neighbor cutting his grass. He's out of his fucking mind. You know? He's out there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 86 degrees outside. And he's out there cutting his grass. But see, he might not have no other chance to do it. You know? So it's just life. Now the old me would have done it right now in the sun just like him. Cause I don't give a shit. I'm used to it. And I'm all dark anyway from my being out there as it is. But my mom says, don't you dare come down here during the day and cut this grass. Last time you did, you almost fainted. I said, you're damn right. And I drank like pure water and I had like 10 breaks. It was ridiculous. I was like, this must be the hottest summer I've witnessed in my life. It was like, what it is not the hottest summer. It's my body. It's my age. It's like you feel it more as you get older. When you're young, you're jumping in the water and you're swimming. You don't worry about no damn heat. Your body can handle it. See, when you get older, it's like, oh, hell no. And, I'm not talking like I'm an old man, but I know for a fact that I've worked hard my whole life. So it's my own fault and my own decision. But now I decide not to work hard anymore. Now I decide to take it easy, one day at a time. What gets done today, what doesn't get done today, will get done tomorrow. And that's it. It's simple. I'm not going to kill myself. And I love working like end of September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Those are the months I love to work because it's not hot. It's a nice temperature. I don't sweat like crazy. I'm not drained. I'm not tired. But like June, July, August, September are the worst months here. And I'm drained during these months. I'm honestly right now, I'm not drained or severely tired. I'm just like frustrated. I'm frustrated because I want to do more, but I can't. That's the only thing that I feel. I just feel frustrated that I want to do more, but I just don't. I can't. I'm had enough. And I already promised myself I'm not gonna like go overboard and do a whole heap of work and kill myself. That ain't fucking happen. I need to take it easy. And the only way that's gonna happen is if I hold myself accountability. I hold myself accountable and say, hey, just don't do it, Mark. Just take it easy. See, I'm looking at like the radar here, and it's got some clouds and some showers coming. And I wanna line up my afternoon. Whereas before this shit comes, I want to go cut my mom and dad's grass so it's not wet, and I can catch like the before it get rains, and like it'll be nice and cloudy, and I can cut the grass real quick. That's what I did like about 2 months ago. I did that. I was like, yeah, we got some clouds coming. It's gonna be really cloudy, and then I can cut the grass, and then it'll rain afterwards, and I'll be gone. And that's exactly what happened. I got so lucky. I was like, yes. But the other day here, I didn't get so lucky. I was cutting the grass, and then the last like strip or the last thing I had to do, I couldn't do it because it poured, and I was like, fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do that because now we have a big ass hurricane coming this way, and it could affect Bermuda pretty badly. So I'm praying that it doesn't, and I'm praying that the models that they're talking about keeps it away from us. I mean, I don't mind getting a little wind and rain, but nothing like tragic where our electricity goes out, and I have to board up the house and shit and be all worried for my parents and stuff. So right now there's a huge hurricane coming this way, but according to these people that it's going to go in between us and the Carolinas, so we're both going to be okay. And we're supposed to get affected, but not that much. Well, I'll take a little brush by instead of a direct hit. Fuck that. I don't want no hurricanes. I've been praying all week for no hurricanes. But what's gonna happen is gonna happen. I can't change what destiny is, but I'm just trying to be optimistic and pray that this thing does not come here because that's gonna mean more work for me. Because right now I'm kind of like I haven't hit the panic button yet, but by Sunday night, 24 hours from now, I have to see what happens with this storm. And then Monday, I have to see what happens. And then Tuesday, I'm going to be like on shit mode. I'm going to be like, this thing's fucking coming or not coming, or it looks like it's not going to hit us, thank God. That's what I want to say. I want to say, thank God I didn't have to do all this bullshit. But we'll see. Hopefully everything is going to be okay. And I pray for everybody else that's in the line of fire. I hope nothing happens to them. Yeah, see, the models show that there's only one line that hits Bermuda, and the rest is way off of Bermuda. Yeah, Bermuda's like on the cusp of the cone. Yeah, see, it says that Bermuda's gonna get a little bit, not that much. We can get like tropical storm winds. That's about it, which is fine. I don't mind tropical storm winds as long as it's not no hurricane shit. Tuesday morning, Tuesday evening, Tuesday or Wednesday morning. So I would say Wednesday morning, it's going to be here Wednesday morning. So it says Wednesday morning, it's supposed to like be in line with us. So we still got a lot of time to prepare. So we still got time to prepare. Wednesday is a good ways away. So as of now, we're okay. We might get a little tropical storm winds, which is better than a hurricane. Tropical storm winds, I'm not really worried about too much. I can deal with that. Okay, Holly. Take care, sweetheart. Wish you the best always. All right. I think I'm gonna get out of here myself. Unless somebody wants anything, let me know. If not, I'm gonna head out. going to chill out for a minute. It's kind of cloudy right now, so I want to see if I can get some shit done. People are so negative. This company here put up like a sale, 40 bottles of water for $15, and a stupid person comes in the comments and says, in the UK, this is £3. Well, then go the fuck to UK and buy it, dumbass. You're in Bermuda. We're talking about Bermuda prices. And don't you understand that we have to import everything? Like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Like, why would you even say something so stupid? We're not in the UK, so we can't buy it for £3. And if we bought it for £3 and sent it to Bermuda, it will cost way more than that. Don't you understand? Duh. People are dumb as shit. People say the stupidest things and the stupidest comments ever. Dumbass people. That's my battle every day, is dealing with dumb people. Anyway, bye guys. I'll see you later on. I'll be back.